Hello chess friends, how are you? I have an intense match today against Monk Chess. I'll be playing with the white pieces. Monk Chess is rapidly gaining popularity in the chess community and on the internet. He's not only a spiritual master and a mind controller but also a chess AI. This promises to be an awesome game where we've discovered an amazing opening with Monk. Let's go. I started with e4, he could go with e4, or c5 defense, driving car into the Sicilian city, but he goes with king's fumetto. And after I play knight f3, he doesn't play the d6 move, selecting the modern evaluation because he doesn't interested in Darwin's evaluationary theory. He rather believe in soul theory over the materialism. Do you know about the soul? One who is unique and choose what is good for him. So Monk here breaks opening theory and played f6. This move does create some weakness but also pressures at the e5 pawn. The knight will come to do his homework. You know, when I was a kid, my pet dog ate my homework and I told my story to teacher, but nobody believes in my story. You know, dogs are a child of a dog. Okay, f takes e5 loses control over the g5 square, which is why my knight or bishop can enter to the place and create some problems. I take the pawn and he shuts down with e6. This e6 move loses control over f6 square, which is why maybe in future my knight can get job in the Google or Microsoft. The g5 square is a charminar where the bishop or knight can sit around there. Black's idea is to attack on the pawn. He blocks his bishop entry. Therefore the monk's only priority is to eliminate the e-pawn somehow. In WrestleMania WWE, bishop g5 queen runs h4, and some of you might think of playing castle, but that would meet with the h-pawn strategy. If the knight moves, then g4 can easily trap the knight. Unfortunately the knight piece can only jump in chess like kangaroo or a frog, which is a good for him and also a bad thing for him, and you know. Don't promise when you are happy, don't reply when you are angry, and don't decide when you are sad. But Monk has no anger, anxiety or sadness, which is why he finds the best move, bishop d2, and I am threatening to capture the pawn, and fork him on c7. That's the reason why he moved back his queen, which is getting x-raying by the rook, and also you may see that I sacrificed my center pawn. His only priority to capture the e-pawn is successfully done, and capturing the knight isn't the best as the king will fall in terrible condition in center. You know, when the lioness screams, the entire jungle gets in a fearful situation. Magnus Carlsen maybe is the goat in chess, but I am the lion. Here different Elo-rated players think differently. Some of you think of bishop g4, which is a 1500 Elo move, but that is a blunder as I can jump my knight, do queen exchanges, and at the end of the day, I will win up a piece. Materially I have better things than you. I have better memory, better depth, better analyzing, better vision, better consciousness and better intelligence. And what do you have?
I have my mother.
So here some you Gotham chess viewers might think of castling, but after the knight exchanges bishop c4 will pin your queen. The knight was guarding that square, which is no more. So here, some may think knight d7, but after playing knight to g5, we will weave a spider net with our knights. Some of you stupid players might move back the queen, but yeah, rook b8 will be played by most players. Bishop b4 will seize this diagonal. c5 doesn't work as we can sacrifice our rook. Capture knight check. King runs takes here, queen b3, and look, how complicated is this? It is more complicated problem than solving 2+2 math problem in your childhood, and you know. Even though you know 1,000 things, ask the man who knows one. So back to the position, Monk played queen b7, it's very hard to find, threatening to take the knight and checkmate me in one move. So let me punish the garbage knight and block it with bishop e2. Couple of moves later, we have rook e1. Playing queen to b3 will create a diagonal weakness, like you are calling someone who is needed for you, but he is not answering your call. So he played long castle and we have bishop f3. Attacking to the magistrate in his own court, queen a4 is an optimal move, and here, some nonsense may think of sliding away the king.
You know, when you play long castle you should slide your king to prevent any source of attacks. That's the opening strategy.
But after queen b3, I will target at your pawn. If the king moves away, still can I capture the pawn? This will be a worst thing for you. It's like to parking your car, then realizing hours later that you forgot to lock it and bring your car key. And if you play knight b6, bishop d3 will join attack to the bishop, that's the tactic. So in this position monk brings out his rook and I sacrificed my bishop on c6, threatening to capture the knight with a check, so after you capture, queen a4 check will come. The rook is completely cuts off the pawn cake and the knight is protecting that square, which is why your king has to go on d6, and now bishop b4 check will attack at the queen and king at the same time. That's the reason why black has to accept my bishop sacrifice. Your teacher might not approve extra marks in your exams, but monk has to accept what I choose to do. King b7 will meet up with the queen, so after king b8 knight d5 queen f7 knight b4 threats some source of attacks. Black blocks with the knight, but can he stop my knight a6 move? Let me show you what I am thinking. If bishop takes pawn happen, then after knight check, followed by king b7 knight c5 king backs bishop arrives, and that's enough to prove that one penny equal to 1,000 of swords. Intelligence is more powerful than arm power, and you know. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, the second best time is now, so here he planted his queen on b7, and you can pause my video and guess my next brilliant move. That move is
rook takes e5, sacrificing the rook.
As a tempo to paralyze his position. You shouldn't support the rook as queen c3 can add pressure, and after the knight moves knight a6 is just devastating. Everything will be over as some asteroids fell on Earth, leading to the extinction of dinosaurs and reducing their existence to zero. And friends, if you are enjoying my content, then you can like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support. So here we have knight d7. Knight a6 followed by knight c7 check knight e6, a very interesting move. The rook is pinned, and if you dare to capture it with the bishop, then after takes, the rook is gonna die. After the queen exchanges, I will win back my material, and this endgame is completely winning for me. And let me share a quote with you. Whoever is trying to bring you down, is already below you. So here we have rook e8 by monk. He is a spiritual master, and if you dare to save your queen, let me show you the variation. After knight check, king ups rook c2, and you will lose your queen by the discover check by my queen. That's the tactic. So in this position, he captured it. Capture. We have the big exchanges, and at the end of the day, I have 2 extra pawns, which is enough to win this endgame. Monk played a good game with me. Last day he played with underrated. If you haven't watched that video, then I will put link in the comments, and watch this endgame with my beautiful piano music. So wish you all the best. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon.